Good morning, Frank and Kylie, 9th of June 2022.
Good morning, Frank and everyone.
Okay, look, once again, I'm pretty much in a holding pattern, but a couple of stocks that are worthy of mention. Before I do that, I should point out we're back to this 7,200 level, or 7,200 level to hold. Another couple of days and we'll soon find that out. I must admit I can't fathom why we've got something like the Commonwealth, if I bring in today's data, down here at $93. I think the banks are always perfectly happy to pass on costs, so if you want to get into contrary opinion, there's a potential buy coming up on Commonwealth. However, that doesn't fall into our normal thinking with the market. So, the other thing I mentioned, FFX is taking a bit of a beating, but I don't think there's any point worrying about that or thinking about that until we see the results of the LEO IPO. We should see that within a week or two. Other than that, I've done a high, low scan. I'll just shuffle through a couple of those. There are a couple that were interesting. Even CTP to a degree, but I really don't think it's time to be looking at lower cap, 13-cent stocks. This is energy, and at least somewhere along the line you should have a bit of energy in the portfolio. Not interested in that one. Fortescue, I'd be more inclined to be waiting for a break of this level over here. GLL, I don't mind this actually. 34 cents, 338 million. Energy stock, very long-term significant low. Could get interesting. Probably thing to do would be to wait for a break of 40, but worth keeping an eye on. Nothing there, nothing on the Linus, that's not a long-term low. Nothing on South 32, that's just trend continuation. Southern Cross, I did go a bit silly on this and put it on a monthly chart, something I rarely do. But on a monthly it looks pretty good. On the daily, it's where that line is a bit messy, but it has come up in the high, low scan. This low, we haven't been that low since September, so it's about a 9-month low. Keep an eye on it. Big kick in volume a couple of days ago. TPG, no, not for me. Okay, just before I hand over to Kylie, talking about our workshop in KL, just out of interest's sake, I happen to be triple vaxxed. I happen to be in the susceptible group, let's say, from an age point of view, but I have no hesitation in going overseas at the moment. I know it's a very personal thing, but I can't put my and potentially sit around 2 years' time saying, I'm a bit worried about going overseas because of COVID, and I'd rather face something. Talking about the workshop, we are so lucky to have Alan White back with us again. Fascinating background. He's spent a large part of his career looking at addiction and so on and so forth. So he's going to present a couple of topics to us. The first one is gambling, and how to tell whether you have a gambling addiction or not, or whether you are just a gambler rather than being addicted. But the the main one I'm looking forward to is the recognition and treatment of depression before it ruins your trading. And some of the posts I've seen on Facebook during the last week or two, with this bit of a pullback on the market, I think there's a few people out there that really should come and have a listen to this. It's a double whammy for you. You're going to get all the buy signals, sells, risk management, basically your whole trading plan, as well as Alan talking about his topics. So, yeah, climb on board, and touch wood, we'll see you there. Over to Kylie.
Thank you. And yes, I just want to reiterate how great the workshops are. They're fun, but you're just learning an awful lot. Now, there's nothing really. Again, I've been scanning and haven't come up with much. The only ones is we've been watching a couple of stocks over the past couple of weeks. AGL is one we've talked about, and it's still looking very, very good, so it wouldn't take my eyes off that one. And MGX is another one we've been talking about, and that looks very good today. So yeah, just a couple of more stocks. Oh, and car, I think that was another one that we've been watching, still kind of hanging in there, still looking good through all of the down turns. So yeah, so a few there that still look pretty positive at the moment to keep an eye on. That's it for me.
Okay, very good. Talk to you later on.